I like to interact with everybody. So, Brandon, right?
Yes.
I got one. Okay, good. Good shirt. Next door neighbor. Next door neighbor. So, let's get some names. What's your name? Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay, Brittany.
Max.
Max, where are you from?
Ash County.
Ash County. That's
Yes.
Asheville?
No. Is he your big? Yeah.
That's Asheville, isn't it?
No.
It's like a very northwest corner.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're from there too?
Yeah.
What's your name? Max? Max, okay.
Matt.
Matt. Oh, and you're from?
Cameron. It's on the other side of Asheville.
Okay. All right. Did y'all know each other?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, where are you from?
Fun.
Bun?
Fun would be.
Like little bun.
Little one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like bun. They had a bluegrass festival there recently, right?
At North Creek. Yeah.
I didn't go. It looked like it was cool. Sorry, I forgot your name. The only thing I heard was bun.
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Okay. Lindsay. All right. Yeah.
I'm Jenna.
Jenna, and where are you from?
Catholics.
Kannapolis. Okay. I know it. Okay. So what was your name? Wow, I'm so focused on where were you from? Jenna. Okay. And TJ. And TJ's before. Okay. And video guy.
Mike.
Mike, and where are you from?
Clinton, North Carolina.
Clinton.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff. All right. Real quick, my name's Ed, and I am from Richmond, Virginia. But I used to live here in Wake Forest, and I was on the seminary, and finished up there back in 2005, and then started having a bunch of kids. And we have a 6-year-old boy named Micah, a 4-year-old boy named Caleb, and a 2-year-old girl named Haley. And she runs the house. So, and my wife's named Katie, and beautiful, beautiful family. And so I'm representing them tonight and representing Northway Church, which is the best church that's ever been planted. So, or else I wouldn't be there. So, but right now I'm in a very different transitional kind of phase of life where I'm in the process of planting a church somewhere in kind of northeast Raleigh, sort of area where everything's sort of growing up in that direction. So we're in the very beginning stages of dreaming, planning, writing a lot of stuff, and trying to figure out exactly what God wants us to do. So here's what I want to do tonight. Man, I like kind of this intimate sort of setting. It's fun. It's with just kind of a smaller group because I want to really go after where you guys are at. Okay, for y'all up for that? Okay. I believe that there are so many different things you guys can be doing tonight. Right? You probably got a list of things in your head. Papers and midterms are like right now. Is that right? Okay. Why are you here then? But I would argue that this is the wisest thing you could possibly do with your time. Not just because Steve, not because he paid it, but I truly believe it's the wisest thing you can do with your time. So what in the world are we doing here? You know, we can be doing so many different things. What in the world are we doing? So I want you to think about just kind of where your life is at. I know you get that question a lot in college. It's like, what do you do for the rest of your life? You're like, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm doing it again. Okay. But what do you want your life to look like? Okay, what do you want your life to look like? So you're in a situation right now where your life looks a particular way. Okay, your life is something that people look at and they would maybe, if I asked somebody else, they could say whatever they see is true about the way your life looks. So, but what do you want it to look like? Maybe you're not content with the way things are. So, the question is this: you got where you are, okay, then you got where you want to be, and where you want your life to be. Okay, and then over here in this third part, you've got this is God's intention for your life. Okay, so you got where you are, where you want to be, and where God wants you to be. Now, the difficulty is we like to try to convince God that where we want to be and what we want our life to look like, He should agree with us. Right? And And so we do everything we possibly can to convince him that if I can just convince him that my way is what's best, then I'll have a plan for my life, and God can just give me a thumbs up and agree with that. How many y'all are freshmen? Freshmen, y'all are sophomores? All of y'all are sophomores? Okay. Sophomore? Junior?
Not grad school.
Grad school? Wow. Big time. Okay. So, the question is, you got God's intention over here, and you've got what I want for my life. And those two don't always line up exactly the same. So what we have to do, obviously, is pursue what is God's absolute intention for our life. Okay, so, you get that question a lot, what is God's will for my life? So, what do you do to figure out what's God's will for my life? As Richard already taught y'all this, because that would be nice if he just had answers for this is God's will for your life. It's kind of a hard question, isn't it? You think, you're asked to say what's your major, so that's kind of a track that you're going on. But it's like, what is God's intention for life? Okay? Let me give kind of a broad answer to that. Look at, if y'all have Bibles, which I hope you do, because that's all I've got. Okay? All I've got is just the Word. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of opinions tonight. Romans 8. Look at Romans 8. We're going to sit here for a little bit. This will kind of be a launch pad, and we'll jump into our main text for tonight a little bit later. Again, we're looking at what should be what we want our life to look like. Okay? So Romans 8. Let's look at Romans 8:29. Okay, this is a tricky, sticky passage. That says, for those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be what? Be conformed to the image of who? The Son, Jesus. Okay? In order that he might become the firstborn among many brothers. And those whom he predestined, he also called. Those whom he called, he also justified. And those whom he justified, he also glorified. Okay, now that's got that P word in there, predestined, and that's a little bit, we get sort of nervous about that kind of stuff. And Richard can explain all that to you. He has all that nailed. Okay, so it's been 500 years of argument about that, but Richard just figured it out, right? No. Okay, but the word I want to focus on is, for those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son. So, let's do some Bible study. Based on that simple little phrase, what would you say is God's intention for what he wants your life to look like? This is the interactive part of the Okay. Now, is that like incredibly Sunday school kind of answer? I mean, look like Jesus. Is he right? Okay, dead on. Alright? But we like to complicate things and try and say, yeah, but I understand that. I understand he wants me to look like Jesus, like his Son. But what else can I do with my life? And I would argue that it is God's primary sole intention for us to every single bit of our life to look like Jesus. Now let's take this question to the next level. Why do you think God would want that to be true of our lives? Why would he want us to look like Jesus? The why question is always the stumper. What do you think? Let's think this through together. Okay, we just look at ourselves. Why does he want us to be conformed more and more to look like Jesus?
People wouldn't want what we have to offer.
Okay.
If we look like ourselves, no one would want what Christ left as his last words, what Jonathan taught on last week in Matthew 28. He said, go make disciples. But the only way to do that is to look like Christ. If we look like ourselves, everybody's going to go, I want that.
So if you look like yourself, you're going to make a disciple of who?
Me.
You. Is that what we want? A bunch of riches. Walk around. Is that going to be very effective? Okay. Or do we want a bunch of, well, maybe Kendall does. But you don't want a bunch of use walking around. Okay. Why not? Because we're flawed. Okay, we're flawed. Alright. Why else? does not want you to be like somebody else. Now, would y'all say you want to be like somebody else? Yeah. I mean, you can think of people. Maybe they're in Hollywood. Maybe they're somebody on campus. Maybe it's one of your friends you kind of admire. But I don't think God wants us to be like those people. You know why? Because those people, even those people don't want to be like them. They don't want to be like themselves. They want to be like somebody else. And so it's like when you want to be like them, you actually want to be like the person that they want to be like. So it's like, who do you really want to be like? Okay, so God's not really so concerned about us looking like the next person that we're trying to pursue or we're trying to be like. He doesn't even want you to look like you, which is what Richard was saying. Now, why would God not want you to look like you? Because we're flawed, as what Max said, right? But, I mean, you've heard this kind of mantra of like, just be yourself. Right? You've been told that before, maybe by your parents when you went off to college, like, just be yourself and you'll be fine. What's the danger in that? Just be yourself. Well, I don't know you guys, but I know me. Okay? If I'm myself, sometimes I'm a jerk. Right? So just being myself, I understand what somebody's saying when they say that, but just being myself, and I'm not being conformed to the image of Christ. I'm just continuing to be what I've always been. Like if my wife comes downstairs and she's got a new dress on, she says, "What do you think of this dress?" And I say, "Yeah, it's just not working." You know, like as she's crying, you know, then do I just say, "I'm just being myself"? All right, relax, honey. Just be myself. I'm a jerk. That's who I am. Okay. So God doesn't want you to just be yourself. I've never said that. Never said that. And God doesn't really even want you to just be a better version of you. So my message tonight is not come here to BCM, learn a bunch of tips on how to be a better you, and so you can just be a better version of yourself and then present that to God. And then God will be pleased with this better version of you. Okay? God doesn't want a better version of you. In fact, God wants to get you out of you. Right? God's trying to get you out of you. Take that out. Put Christ in where you used to be. That's the point. Okay, so let's go to our main text. We're going to Jeremiah 18 tonight. All that is kind of an intro. That was free. Jeremiah 18 is a familiar passage, but I want you to see it with fresh eyes tonight. Jeremiah 18. Known as the potter and the clay passage. It says this. We'll just do verses 1 through 4. We'll just sit on that the rest of the night. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord says, "Arise, go down to the potter's house, and there I will let you hear my words." So, I went down to the potter's house, and there he was, working at his wheel. And the vessel he was making of clay was spoiled in the potter's hands. So he reworked it into another vessel as it seemed good to the potter to do. Let's just read that verse 3 one more time. Okay? Just kind of picture the scene of what's happening here. Okay? The prophet goes down to this potter's house, and obviously, you know, he's making this big analogy here. The potter is who? God. Okay? The potter is supposed to be this synonymous with God. And so the clay is who? Us. Okay, us. So, it says, so I went down to the potter's house. He was told to go down there, so he goes down there. And it's kind of like a field trip, okay? And a field trip, you just observe different things. And in Scripture, a lot of times, it's just like on a field trip, and you just observe what's happening here. So, he says, what does he see? Okay, he goes down to the potter's house. Tell me some of the things that he sees. Use your observation skill. What's he see? You saw what? You saw who? The potter. Okay, so the potter's kind of a main person in that picture. And there's a wheel. Right, what else? Clay. Alright. Part I want to stop on and just kind of there's little phrases in Scripture. And it's just like we read these stories with little phrases that I'll get in the morning and I'll read passages, and sometimes the Holy Spirit is just like, you got to stop with this. just park, get off on the side of the road, and just sit on this. And it's just these three little words, and it says, so I went out to the potter's house, and there he was. There he was. Didn't have to be there, but there he was. And so, talking tonight, we're going to talk about, we're going to look at the potter, and we're going to look at the clay. Okay, we're going to look at how, what it's going to look like for that potter to conform you into the image of Christ. Okay, so, first, we've got to see the potter. And it's one of those behold kind of moments. That's a phrase we don't use a lot anymore. I think we should bring it back. Maybe that's a challenge to you guys to bring back the word like when Richard walks in and say, behold, Richard. You know, or something. It's just not really a phrase we use. But what does behold mean? What does that mean to behold something? It's different than just like look at it. Right? Behold. We don't think.
Do you have reference?
With reference to? Okay. What are things that you've beheld? Think of things in life that you've beheld in your life. Okay. And maybe the first time you saw it, you were like, oh yeah. Behold. Yeah. When those doors open up, boy, at your wedding, you're just like, behold. My wedding video is it's not like one of our cats actually. It's correct. It's really embarrassing. But I look like I was 14. But it's to see or to observe something that is remarkable. Okay? So he goes down and he sees him there. And you almost like get this sense where he just says, and there he was. Okay, there he was. Everything that I was missing in life. There he was. Everything that makes sense of everything. There he was. So the question for you guys tonight is, when's the last time you're either reading the Word or you had an experience with God and you just say, oh my gosh, there he is. And there he is. He just filled up all that you were. You know, and it may just be like a goosebump moment, it may be a worship moment, but it's just that experience of like, there he is. How many of y'all been to Disney? We went last year to the Magic Kingdom, and my son was really, really, really excited about going to see Buzz. Okay, everything was all about seeing the big, massive Buzz. And this is Caleb, our middle child, who's like really passionate. He's very excited about things until he actually gets there, but he's scared to death. But so we get up there, and there's Buzz, and Buzz is like enormous. Okay, he's huge, this massive suit. And Caleb, he talked about all the way from Richmond down to Florida. I gotta see Buzz. I can't wait to see Buzz. And we get up to Buzz, and he looks at Buzz, and he's just screaming. Like, you know, he just goes running through the park. So we're chasing him, and his older brother's like hanging out with Buzz. So all of our pictures are with Micah and Buzz, and we don't have a picture of Caleb and Buzz because he was like scared to death. But there's even things like that. Like Disney's kind of a weird experience where you're excited to see Mickey. And you get there, you know, it's just some dude in a suit, sweaty guy in a suit. It's weird, you know. And some of the guys wear pants. Donald doesn't wear pants, which has always been very strange to me. Think about it. So, but it's like you get excited about this moment, and then when you see the thing, it's not really all that it could have been. I saw Coldplay recently. Have y'all ever seen them in concert? And they're like, you know, massive. They're this huge band, but you go up there and it's like. After a while, it's just a British guy singing with a cool accent. You know, like it doesn't change everything. Okay, it was a great show. But like a couple days later, after my ears stopped ringing, like it was over. You know, it didn't change everything. But I didn't go to the concert and say, "There he is, Chris Martin, Coldplay." You know, but this is a totally different deal. We're saying there he was, and I think our deal is our eyes are just so, like C.S. Lewis talks about how we are just so easily pleased. Far too easily pleased, right? And it's kind of this illustration, the thing I always use is like, you think about being at like a firework show on July 4th, okay? And you're waiting and it's getting dark, and and finally it gets dark enough, and they're about to start. Everybody's just staring at the black sky, which is fun. And then imagine this little kid walks across with one of those little sparklers. Well, everybody's eyes are going to go to the sparkler, right? Okay. And what if while he's walking past and you're looking at the sparkler, the fireworks show starts behind him? Just behind him. Now, what fool is going to continue to look at the sparkler? Right? Because the real show is happening behind him. And I feel like the majority of our life, that song, man, fix our eyes upon Jesus, that kind of thing. And we are far too easily pleased with these little sparklers in life. But it's like, no, hey God, look behind, see, savor the potter who is there. It's like, think about the sparklers in your life. Like, what are we doing? Really? Like, how much talk have y'all heard about the Packers and the Seahawks this week? And that one call. I mean, like, they've analyzed that thing to death. It was a bad call. Get over it. Like, but we just analyze stuff to death and we just become consumed with these little sparklers in life. It's guys with a little ball trying to get it over a line. You know? I mean, I don't care if it's like, I'm a Redskins fan, which is really difficult. But if it's like Alabama or Mississippi State or, whoever else, it's guys. Just those are little sparklers, man. And we get so excited about that stuff. I'm not trying to become back to a football fan or whatever. That's cool. But like, the real show is happening. We just miss it. So, the point is this: you become like what you behold. If you're writing stuff down, that's one right now. You become like what you behold. Right? So, you worship what you behold. Right? You worship what you behold. And I believe that theology drives your doxology. Your doxology means your worship. So what you believe about God is the most important thing about you. That's what Tozer said. What comes to mind when you think about God is the most important thing about you. And so what you believe to be true about this God will then drive the way that you worship. Okay, and so in the same way, what you believe about the thing that you worship, whether it's other people or people-pleasing or attention or affection or yourself, okay, what you believe to be true about that person means that, or what that thing is, then that drives how you worship, right? Okay, so you become like what you behold. So if we could just continue to live in this house of mirrors where we just look at ourselves all day long, and life just becomes about me. You just can always look at yourself. And then the very fabric of the universe, the way God created you to be, and his purpose, his intention, or the intention we talked about, is for you to become more like Christ. Just another day passed, not looking like Christ, looking more like you, more like you, more like you. And in the eternity of things, nobody cares. Nobody cares how much better you become. Nobody cares. So, but there he was. Okay, I mean that's like, I'm not even in the passage yet. There he was. And, I do not know you guys. I know some of y'all are from Ashe County or something else. But I don't know what y'all are going through. I know there were some times in college for me, gosh, you could not pay enough money to go back to that. It's just difficult times. And so, but there was really joyous times. And I don't pretend to understand everything that's going on in y'all's life. Some of y'all probably have a much harder life than I have. And maybe you need to come to a passage like this tonight, and maybe the only thing you take from tonight is just those three words. There he was. There he is. He's right here in your presence, being all that you need in this very moment. So God's here. Let's fix our eyes on him. So not only is he present, this Father's present, but look at what he's doing. Okay? I went down to the Potter's house, and there he was. What's he doing? Jen, you said it. Working the wheel, okay? It doesn't say, went down to the Potter's house, and there he was. sleeping at the wheel. Okay, it's not just, imagine that scene. You have this great guy just slumped over the wheel asleep. I had a buddy who went to the headquarters of Chick-fil-A, okay? And he had a friend that worked there, and he went up, and his friend said, would you like to meet Truett Cathy, like the CEO, founder of the place that didn't invent the chicken, but they invented the chicken sandwich, right? He's like, yeah, that'd be great. He's getting old. He's like in his 90s, great guy. I guess in his 90s. But so he went up to his administrative assistant. It was like maybe 1:30 in the afternoon, and they were like, "Yeah, we'd like to meet him. Get some friends meet up." And so she goes, "Okay, let me go check on him." And she goes in his office, and she comes back and says, "Yeah, right now Truett's asleep." And I just like, what a great scene. I just love that scene of like this. I just picture it. I'm not trying to make fun of it. I just picture this like 90-year-old dude just faced on his desk with like Polynesian sauce all over it. Just asleep. But it's like, God's not sleeping at the moment. He doesn't, the whole Chick-fil-A deal can run itself at this point. He doesn't need to be there. But God doesn't just, God's not sleeping at the wheel. It says he's working. He is acting. So not only is God present, this potter, but he is active. Okay, I don't know if y'all know anything about pottery. Have any of y'all done pottery before? Really? Is it hard?
Yes.
Tell me about it a little bit, because I don't know much about it.
It's dirty.
It's dirty?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Like with one slight, and you can change everything. That's it.
Wow. So you have to be pretty good, pretty steady. Gosh, you can teach these lessons yourself. Things like there's
Lots of YouTube
points.
videos.
What's that?
Lots of YouTube videos.
YouTube videos. Yeah, I've watched a couple actually pretty recently. Just kind of ready for this. It's really amazing. But they make it look really easy.
For real.
There's like some little wheel. It's like some little pedal.
Yeah.
It makes the wheel turn.
And there's also like leather ones. There's leather out.
That's kind of cheating. Isn't it?
Well, it's harder.
Oh,
You have to take your hands off of it.
okay. So, but if you think about just kind of this picture, if you're visual like I am, you picture this potter working at his wheel, okay? And so he's got constant contact with the clay. Right? His hands are always on the clay. Right? So you think about even a passage like in John 10 where it talks about nothing can snatch you from the hand of the Father. Nothing. So if you've ever been taught, it's a totally different lesson, maybe I'll teach on this at some point, but if you've ever been taught you can lose your salvation, nonsense. Okay, because that's just a slap in the face of the potter who never takes his hands off of the clay. And so, there's this picture of this intimate Savior, intimate God, Creator, okay, who's forming. And sometimes it's gentle, and other times he has to press in, right? Sometimes you have to press that clay. Why? Because the clay is really hard and stubborn. You know, connected with this? Does that sound like you? Okay? And there's times you're just like, oh, goodness, you just know God's just pressing on you. But that is for your good. Why? Because he's conforming you into the image of Christ. Okay? Because God has in his mind this final vase or bowl. Whenever I make anything and I like Play-Doh, it's always like, with my kids, it's always like, a ball. Again. Or like this little ball. Or like, it's an ashtray. What's an ashtray, Daddy? I don't know. So, it's just that picture of just the nearness of God with intentionality. He knows exactly what he's doing with this purpose in mind. I mean, look at Psalm 73. Let's just jump around. Let's jump around the text a little bit. Psalm 73:28 says, but for me, we'll start with 26. 26 says, my flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Memorize that. For behold, there it is. For behold, those who are far from you shall perish, but you put an end to everyone who is unfaithful to you. But for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the Lord God my refuge, that I may tell of your works. Another translation says, the nearness of God is my good. So, like, what's the best thing about you? What's the good in your life? Can you answer the nearness of my God? As I'm on the wheel, the most important thing, the best thing about me is the thing behind me that's holding me shape. It's so good. Like, it's so much freedom. You don't have to boast about yourself or try to look a particular way. Okay, it's just, you trust that, hey, God knows exactly what he's doing. And I'm just going to make much of him. I'm just going to brag about him. Man, that just frees you up a ton, especially with a college kid that's kind of look like somebody else. And so, that picture, the teaching point for you guys tonight, the idea of there he was working at his wheel is this. Have you ever said, like, man, life's just crazy right now? Have you ever said that? What's crazy would be, like you said, if God took his hands off, what happens to the clay? He just takes his hand off. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay? Clay, mess all over the walls. Okay, that's messy. But knowing that no matter how busy or crazy seeming your life is, knowing that God has his hands on you, knows exactly what he's doing. He might be disciplining you, okay, for the sake of looking more like Christ. So that's what real crazy would look like. So look at Mark 4. This is one of my favorite pictures in all of Scripture. Mark 4:35. It's so good. This is so good. Love this picture. Oh gosh. Mark 4:35 says, on that day, when evening had come, he said to them, this is Jesus, let us go across to the other side. And leaving the crowd, they took him with them in a boat, just as he was. The other boats were with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking into the boat, so that the boat was already filling. But he was in the stern. Who is he? Jesus, God, the one who I said doesn't sleep. He was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. Like, I picture Jesus bringing this little cushion with him. Like, I don't know if he brought that with him. I have this pillow that I've had since college. It's really weird, but I mean, he's called Lumpy because I've like formed him when I sleep with it every night. My wife is very jealous of Lumpy. Anyway, you can get that out, please. So Jesus, he brings his little cushion, I guess. He was in the stern, asleep on the cushion, and they woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" And he awoke and rebuked the wind. He made the wind. He created it. And said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And of course, the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" In other words, you of little faith. And they were filled with great fear and said to one another, "Who is this then, that even the wind and the sea obey?" So you got this picture here of this massive storm, right? Okay, and it's the disciples are in the boat, freaking out. Life is crazy at this point. Okay, and there's Jesus, God, the one who apparently has control over all this stuff. What's he doing? He's being like true Kathy. Okay, a man is asleep in the boat, and the poor guys, they look back and they're like, he's asleep. Okay, and Jesus gets up and just says, "Hush." The wind stops, and then turns to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah." It's like if he rebukes them, what's he going to say to us? And so he obviously rebukes them as well. And so the best teaching point I can ever come up with from that passage is this. I said God doesn't sleep, but even a sleeping Jesus is more in control than you when you're fully awake. Even a sleeping Jesus is more in control than you when you're fully awake. If we actually believe that, can you imagine how we approach life? Okay. Sometimes I feel like our biggest temptation in our Christian lives is to keep from yawning. It's like we're made for that. We're made to be just spellbound, astounded, overwhelmed, overwrought, just gripped by this God who is. And our biggest temptation is to just keep from yawning. So that sleeping Jesus, oh man, he is so much more in control than you when you're fully awake. So, with that, let's talk about a little bit about the actual table. What do you bring to the table in this passage? What does the clay bring to the table? Yes. Okay. It was spoiled, meaning like it was cracked and dry, needed great attention. It's what?
Martyr.
It's marred. Yeah, it's a much better word. It's marred. Okay. My wife, when we got married, she brought $37 into our marriage. $37. And I didn't bring a whole lot much more. But like, I always make fun of her because of that, but it's like, that's all she brought to the deal. And I use that all the time to think about, like, what do we bring into this picture? And there's a lot of teaching out that just says, I'll bring my 49%. I'll be God at 51%. I'll bring all my good. That plus his good will equal enough. Okay? But we need to be much sharper than that in our theology. We need to understand that we bring absolutely nothing to the table. No. We actually do bring a lot. The only thing we bring to the table is our sin. Understand that? We show up with bags and bags and bags of sin. And we say, what are we going to do with that guy? He takes it. And he 100% does the whole thing. So, we've got to stop thinking that we bring something to the table. So, knowing that the potter is willing to work with what you bring to the table, which really is not a whole lot. Okay, let's jump over to the clay a little bit. We talked about the clay was spoiled, the clay was marred, not suitable for use, it had no purpose. And you think about, man, that last song we sang, shouting it out from the mountains. Why would you want to do anything else with your life? Now I don't know which I'm majoring in, that's not the point, but whatever you choose to do with your life, that's got to be the primary thing that you do. Whether you're working with a law firm, whether you're working as an accountant, whatever you do, the most important thing that you shout is that name of Jesus. And so, this clay, man, just didn't have purpose. And more than anything, the potter wants to give purpose. And there are people on that street out there walking around with zero purpose. Zero purpose. Okay? And they should be in your life. They should be in your world. You should be in their world. Okay? I'm not talking about bringing them here. Okay? Because church and Christianity is not a place. It's a people. It's not a place. It's a people. I always tell my kids, this is the church. It goes just people. Go to the door. I'll come to the people. Nonsense. Okay? I always say this is the church, which is the people. Hey, look, that's so Steve. Okay, so my 6-year-old knows that. He's bought into that. One time we went and we helped paint our room in the church. He said, Dad, I don't understand. We're only to paint people. I was like, yes, you got it. He makes the church as people. I'm like, it is people. Okay, these are people that God is longing for. The only way we're going to reach those people is through people. It's just like you. Just like you. And so, I don't know you guys. I don't know how active you are in doing that kind of thing. But man, if you feel like this clay where you just don't have purpose, you're kind of wondering, like, what's God really doing? It's not there. And the thing you don't realize is people out there want it more than you know. Because when they behold the glory of God, the sparkle is just not going to cut it anymore. So the clay is spoiled, doesn't have anything to bring, and there's no one out there, no one in this room is too marred for Jesus. No one's too marred for God to rescue. You think about just the essence of the gospel, and that in Christ there's nothing you can do that can make God love you more. You ever thought about that? There's nothing you can do that will make God love you more. There's nothing you have done that makes God love you less. Nothing you can do to make God love you more. Nothing you have done that makes God love you less, because you're in Christ. Okay, when He looks at you, He sees Christ. He sees the righteousness of Christ. He made him who knew no sin to be sin on your behalf, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. So it's fair to say if you're in Christ, you are the righteousness of God. That's the thing that's most true about who you are. And you're on the wheel, and the potter is doing something in you to make you great for the sake of his name. Okay. Last thing, I know I'm a little way over. Is that okay? The clay is not only spoiled, but the clay was then given worth. Okay, what gives the clay worth? What gives the clay worth is the fact that it has purpose, but it's also just the location of the clay, just that closeness to the potter and to the Father. And the artist gives it value. Okay, if I showed you a painting and said it's Picasso, you're like, okay. And if I showed you one that kind of looked like it, I said, I did it. You'd be like, okay. But because you know the artist, you know the worth and the value of the artist, and you know there's something inherently true about the worth and value of the piece. So in the same way, our worth is given to us because the artist is of great worth. So the clay is given purpose. Look at verse 4 where it says, he reworked it. Okay, this is God saying, I'm not just going to take I'm not going to try and use a really cruddy version of you. I'm going to pour my son into you, pour me into you, rework you into a vessel of purpose, as it seemed good to the potter to do. And that's a hard phrase for us to really grasp. As it seemed good for the potter to do. A lot of times we will agree with the way God wants to act in our lives. Right? We think we'd like for God to work the way we want him to work. But in Romans 9, it talks about can the clay really say back to the potter, who are you? And question what the potter's doing. Imagine the clay talking back to the potter. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But we do it all the time. We talk back to God and say, do you really know what you're doing? This is my life you're dealing with here, God. How dare you do this? We shake our fist at him and say, how dare you mess my life up? And God says, whoa. Your life? Who's saying anything about your life? Look at 1 Peter. This is, again, I say this about every passage, but this is so good. 1 Peter 2. 1 Peter 2:9. Oh, man. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own what? His own possession. So you are possessed by God. It's okay for you to say, these students who are here tonight, they're in Christ, they're possessed. Okay, they're owned. Now, make the point for me that God owns you. How do you know God owns you? How do you own something? Buy it. Okay, so you got to buy it? How? He bought us with an extremely high cost. He gave his everything to purchase us. So we are now his possession. All right, so we are owned by him. One of the greatest movie scenes of all time is from a cinematic classic called Toy Story 2. And it's a scene where Woody is like freaking out because Andy's supposed to take him to cowboy camp. Okay, he's freaking out because he can't find his hat. He's like, where's my hat? You know, Tom Hanks' voice. And he's running around, and little Bo Peep, I love Andy. Woody's funny. And so it's my son too. And so he's freaking out because he can't find his hat, right? And little Bo Peep comes up to him and says, "Just look under your boot." He's like, "Look under my boot, hat not under my boot." He's freaking out, and she's like, "Just look under your boot." And he's like, "Why?" So what happens when he looks under his boot? You guys remember? Looks under his boot. Says, "Andy." Underneath his boot. That just kind of changes everything. Why? Because he knows he was possessed by another. Alright, so it gives him the body, now the purpose, no love. holy nation, a people for his own possession. Big phrases in Scripture. So that, or that, purpose clause. So that what? Somebody read that to me. So that what? Verse 9.
You may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Right. What's God's will for my life? Well, it might have something to do with why God sent his son and purchased you. You think those two might agree? Yeah. So that, a reason he did this, so that you may proclaim the excellencies of yourself. No. The excellencies of him who called you out of the darkness and into his marvelous light. So then your life, this clay that once was really messed up, okay, then has purpose. Eternal purpose that says, my life is for the fame of his name. Everything that I do, it says, not to us, O Lord, but to your name, be all the glory. Psalm 151. If you want to put anything on your mirror, lipstick or whatever you guys use, a Sharpie, put that on your mirror, man. Psalm 151. Not to us, not for my name, not for my glory. That's hard, especially when you're like leading worship and stuff. That's hard. And when you're good at leading worship, that's hard. Or when you're speaking, when you're doing anything, you want glory. God says, no, trade your glory to the worth of God. And so when he purchased us, what came with that is like, if you buy a house, I don't know if anyone ever bought a house, probably not, you just bought a house. And when you're looking for a house, you ask the question, like about the fridge, you say, does this convey is the word you use. Does this convey the purchase? Okay. This is conveyance. But does this convey? And I remember one time we were buying a house and there was this cat that was in the house. I was like, does this cat convey the purchase? The real estate agent had no sense of humor. She's like, yeah. The joke lady. Well, what a cute cat. So, but does it convey the purchase? And I think the thing is, when you bought that house, the fridge came with it. Okay, it didn't. The walls came with it. The washer and dryer, thank you. You just agreed. So, the washer and dryer came with it. The fence came with it. The doorbell, all these things conveyed in the purchase. All right. So when Christ purchases you, what conveys in that purchase? Just church life. It's like every little compartment of your life. I think about those Thanksgiving plates that we use, like the Dixie plates with the little compartments. You put your gravy here and your mashed potatoes here and stuff. And God, there's no compartments. It's like I purchased the whole thing, everything conveyed. So there is no mine anymore. There's no, but it's my life, my school, my hobbies, my friends, my girlfriend, my life. It's, God says, no, it's mine. So stop using the word mine. It's his. It's all his. And so God invades all of those compartments to our life. And so the clay then just has this incredible purpose in every little part of its life. So that every little thing that you do is for the fame of his name. Every single little thing. And so that picture of becoming more like Christ, kind of where we started, where we're going to end, that picture of becoming more like Christ is understanding that everything is his. Okay? He is present, he is active, he's an expert at what he does. And so I guess the final question would just be, can you submit to the potter? Can you submit in every area to what the potter is choosing to do as it seems good to him? He's choosing to do in your life. So, the difficulty is when you look like Jesus, if you really, really, really want to look like Jesus, what happened to Jesus? Jesus was crucified. Suffered. All right? So Jesus promises us that we will suffer for his name's sake. It's not about going out there and leading worship songs and everybody's like, oh, this person's great. They're just so much like Jesus. Oh, I just want to follow them. it's about being ridiculed. Jesus promises that that will happen to us if we're truly following him. So if you really want to look like Jesus, really look like Jesus, who had stripes, and he was marked, and he was beaten for the sake of the Father's glory. So that's where this thing goes to the next level. It goes way out of these walls. It's next level. Like, am I really, really serious about looking like Jesus, or am I just trying to make Jesus look like me? So you just make Jesus look like you. When you come to church and you worship a Jesus that looks like you, and you just worship yourself. It's insane. So just application for you guys, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Michelangelo had an amazing quote when he was sculpting, after he sculpted David, the naked dude, sculpted David, and he was asked, how did you make such an incredible piece? And he said, it was actually pretty easy. I just took away everything that wasn't David. Wow. So it's a massive block of marble. He just takes away everything that is not David. So he ends up with David. And my prayer for you guys, my prayer for me in my life, for my family, is that God would take away everything that's not Jesus. Just chisel those things away. Does it feel good at times? Maybe that thing that you're thinking about right now. You know that thing? That thing that God wants to chisel out of your life? Here's that thing you choose to set your eyes on, fix your eyes on, instead of on the sparkler. Maybe it's something on the internet, maybe it's a particular person that you're obsessed with. God says, I want to chisel that out. So the only thing left is Jesus. Or the other version of this story is this picture of, I call it the me version of the potter and the clay, where this is how a lot of our lives look, where we go to the potter's house and they sound like this. I went down to the potter's house and there I was, sitting at the potter's wheel, making a mess of everything. And I was exhausted. Trying to do this thing all by myself. Getting nowhere. Just making it worse. Just clay all over the walls. Does that sound like your life a little bit? We kicked him off his throne. Sitting at the potter's wheel. Let the potter sit at the potter's wheel. Last application point. So I just want y'all to think through what are those things that God wants to chisel out of my life so I can be that masterpiece. Talks about Ephesians 2. I'm potty training our little girl, me and my wife Kate are potty training our little girl Haley. She's like way behind on potty training at this point, but life's been busy. Okay. So, but the other day, a couple weeks ago, we were potty training her, and she just had a meltdown. I mean, she just flipped out, and she just threw a fit, and she was just on the ground like it was like an exorcism kind of thing. It was just like possessed. And I'm getting used to girls. Okay, I had two boys. I grew up with two brothers. I don't know much about girls except my wife and my mom. So this whole girl, like super drama thing, is very new to me. I don't know why I looked at you. Sorry.
Okay, I'm the next closest girl.
But she threw a fit, and she was just, having a meltdown. And my wife, had a little talk with her, and she said, "You need to go apologize to your dad." And so I got down on my knee, and she's just kind of standing there, and just kind of sat here just like this, and she just kind of stood there. She would not approach me. I was like, "Haley, do you have something you want to say?" And she's adorable. Okay, so that makes this even harder. But her little bottom lip was just huge, it's just like, she those little eyes and the eyelash and stuff. I'm just like, we'll lose it, And I was like, "Do you have something that you want to say to me?" She just would not budge. She just stood there. It was just like a showdown. It was just like, I will not budge. And then I just realized, what kind of God, I thought this later, but what kind of God is God? What kind of Father is God? And so all I did was that we just kind of stared at each other. And I just went. As soon as I did that, tears pouring down, she just runs to me and just gripped her. And I'm looking at my wife, and my wife's trying not to cry, and I'm trying not to cry. I'm just like, it's a super emotional moment. Her sweet little head's right here, and all I hear is this little voice says, "I'm so sorry, Dad." what she needed was just hands of the Father. She needed to feel the hands of the Father on her back, knowing that I'm forgiving, that I love her, and that even while she was yet a sinner, Christ died for us. Saying. So in that moment, it's just one of those things. We're going to sing a song here in a minute called Forever Rain, just talking about running into the arms of Jesus. And like I said, I don't know where you guys are at tonight, but what an incredible thing tonight, just to again feel the hands of the Father on your back. And just him saying, I've got this. Okay, I've got this. And see, some of y'all may feel a hand and then another hand with a chisel in it. And you know he's got work to do with you. And that's something you've got to take care of tonight. And you just got to run to him and just say, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? And then you begin the work of the Lord. Let's pray and we'll sing this song. Father God, Lord, thank you. That you have such incredible intentions for us. Not for our sake, but for the sake of your great and matchless name. And Lord, I pray tonight, even as these students have just met, Lord, thinking about what it is that you've been pressing on their heart. Lord, I just pray that they would be real, they'd be authentic, they would be transparent before you, that you would speak very clearly to them. God, they would do business with you tonight. They would come to the place